Welcome to the first edition of the Džemal Bijedić University of Mostar podcast. We are excited to explore the experiences of students participating in international exchange programs. Our guests today are Seymanur Ciftci from Ataturk University and Elhana Husović from Džemal Bijedić University of Mostar. They will share their personal experiences, challenges, and insights from studying abroad or hosting exchange students. This podcast is part of the Sunrise Alliance initiative. The Sunrise Alliance empowers smaller universities in non-metropolitan areas across Europe, giving them a strong voice while aligning with European values. It has been selected for funding by European Commission and is now part of a network of 64 European universities. Džemal Bijedić University of Mostar is the only partner from Bosnia and Herzegovina in this alliance and the only university from the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina whose project proposal was funded by European Commission. This is the largest and most ambitious project in the university's history, reflecting our strong commitment to international cooperation and academic excellence. In this episode, we'll dive into the motivations, experiences, and lessons learned by students on exchange and discover what makes Erasmus Plus a life-changing opportunity. Dear guests, welcome and thank you for joining us today. To start off, could you share your perspective on the Sunrise Alliance and the university membership in it? And what do you think are the benefits that such alliance brings to universities, students, and higher education in general?
I think the Sunrise Alliance is a great opportunity for the smaller universities to connect or grow internationally and offer students to get new experiences. Yes, it's a great opportunity.
Yes, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. And when I first heard about Sunrise, it was when I came back from Bologna this year. And I was really positively surprised that our university is a part of this alliance, because I think that it can strengthen and show the advantages of being a small university, because it's often seen as a disadvantage, but I think it's something that can easily be used to actually make better students and more educated all around because of all the attention that can be directed towards them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your answers. First, we would like to ask a few questions to Elhana Husović from Džemal Bijedić University of Mostar. Elhana, can you tell us what motivated you to apply for the Erasmus Plus program?
Yes, of course. I was motivated since I was very little. I always wanted to travel and I wanted to study abroad. And I really, really enjoy learning languages. So for me, there was no doubt when I was going into the university what I wanted to do. It was as soon as I turned into the second year of university, which is when you can actually apply, that I instantly went to the international relations office and I said, I want to go, and that was it, really.
And what did the application process look like? How long did it take?
Honestly, the application process was really easy, considering that we live in a country where bureaucracy is really prominent. So for me, it was just a CV, learning agreement, which you fill out with your university coordinator, motivation letter, English certification, and a scan of my passport.
Mm-hmm. And could you please tell us more about support from your faculty and university during the application process?
Yeah, the most support I got was from the International Relations Office, and especially the International Relations Officer Mirsada, and also my faculty coordinator, Professor Emina Hasanagić, who both of them really facilitated this whole experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And do you remember what was the first day or first week at the host university was like?
Yeah, well, I went on 2 exchanges, and the first exchange was the most impactful because it was my first time living abroad. And I remember I had roommates who were also happened to be Erasmus Law students. So all 3 of us went together, and it was pitch dark outside because Spain is in the same time zone as us, but very west. And we were just so scared, and we just saw foreign students all around us, and we didn't know how to approach people. And then some girls from Germany came, introduced themselves to us, and we just relaxed and entered the classroom together. And since then, it was just honestly really smooth.
Great. Please tell us something more about life and integration. How did you adapt to a new environment, like language barriers, friends, accommodation?
When it comes to language, as I said, I really love languages. So I already knew French, so I started learning Spanish a little bit before I went by myself. So when I came there, it was really useful. As soon as I got into the taxi, I had to tell the driver where to take me, because in Spain, especially in the city where I was, which is called Valladolid, and it's next to Madrid, it's very much impossible to use just English. You do need Spanish. While in Bologna, I also started learning Italian before, which was much easier. But there they speak English a lot because it's a university city. When it comes to my friends, I have friends from all over the world, from Mexico City to Australia, Greece, Italy, and it's a great thing because it's almost like you have free Airbnbs everywhere. You know, you can like visit these places. And when it comes to accommodation, in Valladolid, it was pretty easy because it's not that known of a city. But in Bologna, since it's a very big university city, it was much, much harder and much more expensive. So I had to stay at a friend's to search for an apartment. But in the end, it ended up really well, you know.
Oh, that's great. What was the most interesting or most challenging moment during your stays?
I think there were so many moments during my stay that were interesting and challenging. Literally every day there was something new happening. But every time they ask me this, I always have like situations with keys for some reason. And this time, I remember when I was in Bologna, I just found an apartment, barely. It was so hard. And I was so happy and I was so relaxed because I got to have my residence permit with my apartment contract. And as I was coming back from university one day, 2 weeks after I found this apartment, I put the key in the lock, and the actual part of the key, the other part of the key got stuck inside this electric lock, which every apartment in Italy has many doors to enter an apartment. And you have to know that in Europe, unlike in Bosnia, handymen cost a lot of money. They can cost up to 1,000 euros for fixing a door, and I did not have that money, so I started panicking and I started calling my roommates. We tried to do everything. We tried to melt the tip of a pen and like pull it out, using picks, using different things. And we went inside to call the landlady, and as we were there, we just heard somebody walking around the hallway saying something. We weren't sure what was going on. And 15 minutes later, we went out, we saw the door was closed, we checked it, and it looks like somebody fixed it from the apartment. And I still don't know who it was. And if they're watching this, I really, if they happen to find this by fate, I thank them so much because they saved me a lot of money.
That's great. How did you spend your free time? Have you traveled while there?
In both cities, there's so many just activities you can do because there's ESN, Erasmus Student Network, and especially in Bologna, since it's such a student city, there was classes. We were making tortellini, which is Italian pasta, specific for Bologna. We were having acting classes, free yoga classes, parties every night, hangouts with friends, and I had time to travel really everywhere. I traveled all throughout Spain when I was there, from Galicia to Andalusia, like the whole Spain, Portugal, France, and in Italy also, the whole of Italy. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity for sure.
Thank you for your answers, Elhana. And at the end, would you recommend Erasmus Plus program to students?
I think you can tell that I would recommend for sure, because it's a once in a lifetime really experience for you to be young, a student, and connect with other students in all over Europe and the world, which I think for us especially, and for any student really in Europe, it's really important to connect and bridge our differences and really realize that we're all the same at the core and that we have so much to connect over. So I think it's a really valuable experience.
Mm-hmm. Now we will have a few questions for Seymanur Ciftci, who came to Mostar on exchange. So first of all, tell us, how did you choose the Džemal Bijedić University of Mostar for your exchange?
Firstly, I wanted to stay in a peaceful and friendly and small cities because I love calm and quietness. So the Mostar felt right at the moment that I saw. And so, yeah, the Mostar is okay for me.
So what were your first impressions of Mostar like?
I love it because the people are friendly, and also teachers and students are very welcoming. So I immediately felt comfortable and supported.
And how do you like the lecturers and teaching staff? What are the biggest differences compared to your university?
I really like the lectures, and teachers are friendly and easy to talk to them. Also, when I compare to my home university, the classes are smaller, so we're just 8 person in a class, so I can ask my questions and I can join easily. Yeah, it's good for me.
That's great. And how do you like the life in city, culture, people, food?
I really like it, and sometimes I miss the Turkish foods. That's so normal, but the food is good, and the culture feels familiar. So, you know, Turkish and the Balkan are so similar. So, yeah, that's okay for me.
Do you maybe have some interesting anecdotes or experiences from Mostar?
Well, maybe when my Bosnian friends tried to teach some Bosnian words, it's always turned into a funny moment for me because for me the pronunciation is so hard, so I just trying to pronounce the Bosnian words in a good way.
And what would you recommend to other Erasmus students? Would you recommend considering coming to Mostar, to our university?
Definitely, because it's peaceful, and as I said before, it's friendly, so you can connect the people easily. And yes, I would love to come back here, and yes, they can come here without hesitation.
Thank you for your answers. Now I will ask both of you if you could go on another Erasmus exchange to one of the universities associated with Sunrise. Which one would it be and why?
I think for me it would be the Mälardän University in Sweden, because I already experienced the southern education system in Spain and Italy. So I would really love to experience the Scandinavian model, because I think it's very innovative and very modern. So I would definitely love to do that.
Seymanur?
I also would choose a university in a different cultural setting because, you know, the Balkan and Turkish is similar, so I want to see a different culture, and I want to experience a new cultural differences, and I want to see the different educational approaches. Maybe it can be Spain or Portugal.
That's great. Thank you for your answers. Now we will allow you to share a message for students that are thinking about going on exchange program and applying to Erasmus+. What would you say to them?
Don't think about it, just apply, because Erasmus changes your perspective and it helps you grow up, and just do it. And yeah.
Elhana?
Yeah, I would want to say to them that they will feel fear, they will feel the fear of the unknown, but I believe that when you have a calling in your heart to go on an Erasmus exchange, there's something that pushes you to do that. There's something that interests you there. I think there is a reason for that, and that on the other side of this fear that a lot of students have of leaving their, cities and their families for some time, is actually some new experience, some new person, or like a completely different version of themselves that can actually change the surroundings that they live in because of the things that they learn. So I would say just go, just do it, and you won't regret it for sure.
Great messages. Thank you. You've just watched the first edition of the Džemal Bijedić University of Mostar podcast, produced within the Sunrise Alliance. We invite you to also follow the episodes produced by our partner universities and to visit the official Sunrise Alliance channels for news, updates, and information about programs offered by Alliance.